Welcome to Wellness Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Tiffany Brown Bush and I'm helping you through hump day. And it is my joy to be able to help super women live fit with happy hormones. So I want to talk a little bit about how you go about doing that in today's topics. First of all, around the Fit for Life challenge that started here last Wednesday and is in full swing, full effect this week. Some ladies started last Wednesday and we're seeing already over the weekend some tremendous weight loss. And some ladies are just getting going this week and already feeling better and seeing some great changes. Melatonin's a hormone that we want happy. Melatonin helps you to go to sleep, and eating properly helps you to not stay kind of jacked and stimulated at night, and helps that melatonin production. I get reports of, wow, I'm sleeping so much better, and food absolutely will help with that. Another hormone that is influenced by what you eat is cortisol. Not eating a lot of sugar takes out that roller coaster ride that your blood sugar can get on, and not eating a lot of the wrong kind of carbohydrates and starches also will help to stabilize blood sugar. So Fit for Life Challenge meals help to balance cortisol production, and so it's not too high and not too low, and so really using food to have happy hormones. So I want to welcome challengers and just, I'm cheering you on. Okay. So one of the questions that came up was as a result of the nutrition coaching work that I do and also the hormonal balancing work that I do, I encourage a lot of fat usage. Fat is your friend. I want you to eat grass-fed butter. I want you to eat coconut oil. I want you to eat olive oil, chia seeds, hemp seeds. If I said avocado, you name it, as long as the fat is organic and hormone and antibiotic free, it is a good fat for your body. And that relates to hormone balancing because fat is needed for your sex hormones particularly, but cholesterol and saturated fats are needed for hormone production, and your brain is 60% fat. So that's the other big piece of this here too. So I talk a lot about fat. Here is the question. Tiffany, I understood that you said not to cook with olive oil, and that is accurate. And the question was, is that some new thing? And no, it's not. The short and sweet of this is that certain oil is not supposed to be heated because it oxidizes it, and then it creates free radical damage in the body. It makes the fat rancid. It just does a whole lot of things. That's why we do raw nuts. We don't want to do roasted nuts because that's not good for the nut. And then therefore it's not good for our bodies. So you want to do olive oil dressed on top of your food and a lot of your fats on top. You can cook in coconut oil and ghee. Butter can burn a little bit, but if you do the right heat, butter's okay. But other than that, I don't really want you cooking in olive oil unless it's a very light, moderate heat. You want to drizzle that on top. So like I'll saute some spinach, I'll cook some spinach, and then I might put some olive oil on top of something when I'm done with it. Okay, so that was that. I want to move right along because I have a couple of questions. I want to try to keep this concise. So then the other question was a follow-up to a couple of things that I've posted and the video I made last time about exercise. Okay, so the question is about whether or not the exercise that we're recommending should like be divided up or all together. Like, how do you get this 4 to 5 days in? Here's a review of my recommendation. 4 days of exercise, high intensity, 45, 50 minutes. You don't need a whole lot of intense, long duration workouts. Okay, so if I was putting together a program without being able to go through each kind of workout, you're trying to do 30 minutes of weights and maybe 15, 20 minutes of cardio right afterwards. High intensity weights, and then high intensity interval cardio. If you want to be smart about it, you would, if you took a class like my husband or I, Justin and I would teach, it would intersperse cardio in between, interval style, and then you'd have your weights. That's the best of both worlds. I don't really want you spending a lot of time running and like running long distances and spending days just on running. I just don't program for it. So, so what I would say is 3 days of weights and cardio, and then a day of cardio, like maybe a high intensity spin class with intervals. If you want to we teach Zumba classes that are interval based, you could do something like that. We teach kickboxing that's interval based. You could do that. But it's intervals. So we know that we're going to jack the intensity up and bring it back down, and jack it up and bring it back down. That's what you're wanting to do. I had thrown in a fifth day. A fifth day could oftentimes include maybe another fun class, maybe a bar class, or a yoga class, a Pilates class, a mind-body class, maybe some swimming, something like that. Just don't tear your body down every single day, every single workout. The other important piece, and the follow-up question that I got, so I'm actually doing okay today with time, is about rest. So that next piece is about rest. Rest days should be built in. If you have a trainer that doesn't understand interval training, if you have a trainer that tells you should be running more and has you doing a lot of long distance, duration-based running, they haven't picked up a book in a while, so I don't know what to tell you. If you have a trainer that's not building in rest days into your workout, that's a problem. And those are some of the emails that I got and feedback that I got. Rest days should be intuitive. They shouldn't be based on like a schedule. So, I rotate or move my rest days around a little bit if at all possible. And so it's like a couple days on and then a rest day. And that rest day, I'll like walk the dogs and I'll still be active. I'm not like on the couch zoned out or just working all day. So you still move, but that's not a day to do something high intensity. So a couple days on, take a rest day, maybe one more day on, take a rest day. Listen to your body when it needs its rest days. Okay. Or you can plan at the beginning of the week to say, okay, I'm going to have 2 really hard days, then take 1 day of recovery, have 2 really hard days and take another day of recovery. But just don't say, oh, it's the weekend, so these are my rest days. That doesn't work. That doesn't make as much sense. And then there's some research to show that like taking a whole rest week isn't really what you want to do. You want to build rest in throughout the experience that makes more sense, that's more intuitive with your physiology. Okay, that makes more sense for how the body would want things to kind of go. Okay, so I think I did okay today. I think I covered everything quickly. Olive oil was one question. How do I kind of orient these different workouts? How do I put them together if I'm not doing 5 to 7 days a week, if I'm not working out every day? And then what is the rest thing? How do I figure that in? So that's it. If you have questions about workouts, I definitely am still programming workouts. I don't train any longer. I don't do individual sessions, but I definitely still write workouts, and my husband trains and will write workouts. So, please reach out to us. Don't be bashful about that. And please share this video, comment on it, like it, subscribe to the channel. That way you don't ever miss a video, because sometimes that's happening for people. And until next time, live fit.